Okay, hello, hello, testing. Bro, after my first mishap with this mic, I'm too afraid of recording and nothing is actually recording. But yeah, anyways, hello, you guys. It's Monday night, so I just kind of gotten off of work. I uploaded my video from yesterday earlier today, and y'all decided to ask me 50 billion different questions, which I'm not upset about. I said before, the word independent is coming through, but I said before, as long as it's an interesting and original question, I'm very happy. I always say some of y'all are asking me questions that I've answered in previous videos, but I'm assuming that you didn't come from the old channel, or maybe it just wasn't enough for you. So you know what, I've decided to go with the flow of, like, if y'all ask me the question and it's interesting enough to me, I will answer it. It doesn't matter if I feel like I've done it before or it's not necessarily what I want to focus on. Because y'all are funny. Like, I realize, like, some of the people who comment on here, y'all are really, really, really funny. And you guys are really interested in this topic. You know, like, I put it in the description of the last video that I went on Lipstick Alley and I started to look up what other people were talking about. And I was like, there's such little information about it out there, especially if you're depending on, like, psychics or intuitives. So I get why people are so desperate and they have specific questions. So I'm going to try my best to give you guys what you want to see, because the way that you guys are interacting, I'm like, okay, I fucks with that. Like, I need to know what I need to know, and I will come back if you're giving me what I want. So I respect that. That's number one. Number two, someone had asked me a question today about a celebrity, and, like, I don't know, I don't want to put anybody on the spot or embarrass anybody, but I just want to make it clear now, you guys, I don't really believe in doing celebrity personal readings for entertainment. I know there are a lot of tarot readers and stuff who will do that. Like, they'll be talking about, like, Beyonce does this and this celebrity does that and this celebrity does that. And I'm not gonna lie, I watch them too. Like, I watch the videos too. I've seen them too. But personally, I don't want to be putting certain information out on the internet, whether it's real, whether it's fake, whether it's mumbo jumbo that I just made up or it's real. It's just some stuff that I think is a little bit too personal to put on the internet for people to, be entertained with. Obviously, everything is alleged and no one knows anything but the celebrity themselves. But I do think it's horrifying to think that somebody could just tap into your energy and just put your business out there for likes. And no shade, those videos, as somebody who watches them, I know for a fact, like, the tarot readers and the intuitives who do stuff like that, they're not even making good money. You're doing all that for, like, 1,000 views at most. A lot of y'all are getting like 200, 300, 400, 500 videos, putting people's business out there. So I think that's the guise of, like, it can't hurt them, or, when you're a celebrity, you can't really control certain things, which is true. But I think it's just a respect of privacy that I have. Like, I think I like to tap into these energies mostly because, like, what I do, because, like, this is not somebody who we know for real. Like, we don't know, we like, when you know Beyonce and you know where she's come from, even if you don't know the ins and outs of her life, you have things that you can easily speculate on. I don't believe in speculating on, like, her. Like, I don't believe in speculating on celebrities, like, health, their marriages, their children, and things like that. It's just like, surface level stuff. Like, oh well, this person feel this way about that person. Cool, but, like, going into people's relationships, especially, you guys, I'm sorry, I do not do that. I do not believe in that. I just want to preface that now. Like, y'all asking me for celebrity readings, it's just not gonna go well. It's just not gonna go well, specifically about celebrities that we already know. Like I said, these are just these are personal enough that people can be entertained, but impersonal enough that this is not telling nobody's business about, like, what do they like. This is, like, we might talk about their man is lovey dovey, but we're not seeing what they do in the bedroom. We're not doing that. Like, I'm sorry. Yesterday I was so discombobulated. My life was everywhere. Was everywhere. Like, I felt like they was trying to stop me. So today I'm a little bit more put together. I will say that, I've been talking about my crystal. If you've been watching the intros, I've been talking about my crystals and stuff. Let me tell y'all, I brought this crystal with me today. I don't know what this is. The crystal that I brought the other day that I was calling carnelian, I'm starting to think that was red jasper, and then this is carnelian, but I literally do not know. The store that I bought this from closed, like, back in August. So, like, I literally could not go to you and tell you what it is. I was trying to look it up, but like I said, I think this is real carnelian. I think the other one I didn't show you guys on camera, but I think the other one that I showed was jasper, because when I looked at the video, that stone looked exactly like the jasper photos. This one kind of looks like it could be carnelian, just with a white spot. I remember when I bought this, I don't remember what the stone is, but I remember thinking to myself, oh, I didn't know that they could look like this. So I'm assuming it's carnelian, but I don't. What if this is the jasper? Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. So we're just gonna use the energy, because, yeah, I'm keeping it in my pocket. Anyways, also, you guys asked me a lot of questions that I really like today. Um, I was already thinking about doing a video on this person's style, but someone was just like, can you just talk about their beauty style and their personality? And I was like, okay. So I think I want to do one video with that, and then I think I want to do a separate video for, like, talking about the scope of their fame, sabotage, and some of their peers. Like I said before, I've actually done a video about some of her peers. Like I never said that it was just going to be her by herself. I thought it was going to be an era of women. But a lot of those videos on my other channel, I'd actually told somebody in the comments I was probably gonna repost that video over here. But guess what? Nah, I'm just gonna redo the energy over. Yeah, no more long talking. My bookings are open, so if you would like a personal, if you want to get into your business, y'all, book with me. The link is down below. All my other social media is down below. My poetry book is down below. If you love poetry, if you love queer people, if you love me, you will enjoy it. It's called All the Love Under the Sun. That's another thing. Yesterday, like I was so discombobulated, I didn't even plug myself. That's crazy. But yeah, now we can get into the reading. With all that being said. Girl, you know what? I was gonna shuffle more, but I'm gonna just take this because the first card I see on the bottom is the Empress. I feel like I've been saying that this person is a beauty standard, especially amongst their people, or they could redefine beauty standards for women in the West. So, I do think that this is a very, I was gonna say a very fair person. Um, this is somebody to me like I've described them as I feel like this is somebody who looks fully black. People might look at this person and assume that they are mixed race. I keep talking about like Asian, Southern Asian. I've gotten like Indian. I honestly get Filipino. Like I feel like it's a Southern Asian, so it could be around those areas. This might be somebody who might look mixed race, but they don't necessarily look. How do I put this? They look mixed race, but they don't necessarily look like high yellow. Like I don't think that this is somebody who, is like crazy racially ambiguous. But like for example, like Steve Lacy and her are biracial, and they're both Filipino, right? Where it's like you look at them, and if you look close, you're like, oh yeah, Asian looking. But like from far away, if you didn't know them or you didn't think too much about or if you didn't think too much about it, you might not necessarily notice. So I feel like it's that type of energy. Like I feel like this person is somebody who, if they look mixed, this is still like because mixed people can be dark. Everybody thinks that because when people say mixed, they kind of associate it with black and white, but it's like you can be mixed with anything. Like I said, you can be mixed and end up dark skin or just not super pale. So I do think that this is someone on the fairer end, but they don't necessarily look like, they don't look like a fully Asian person in the face, but their face, I'm sorry, but their skin is just a little bit darker. This is somebody who, like, you might think they're mixed, but like, is it really given? Like, we don't know where to place you. I don't know about that. More downloads about her beauty. Like I said, I just feel like this person is introducing a new beauty standard. Like I feel like it could also, like I said, there's something about this person not looking like anybody else, or this is kind of unprecedented maybe in their impact. I'm thinking about Fenty Beauty specifically, so I don't know. I've spoken about this person, like I said, like possibly having some, like being talented at modeling or things like that, or maybe they should have their own makeup or like hairline, like they could come out with their own beauty products. It's just very interesting to me that this is unprecedented because like we've had other successful celeb hair and makeup lines, so I don't know if it's like a just way more successful than other people, or just like they're able to redefine the beauty standard in itself, because that's something like there are a lot of beautiful black women who are successful like entrepreneurs, but they aren't necessarily that. Yeah, we have the Judgment card. It's like with the Fool and the Judgment, I literally feel like I said before that I literally feel like this person could like could literally shift the standard from one to the other, and it's really crazy to think about one person being able to do that. But I think it's the way that this person looks, or just the way that they adorn, like they create, how do I put this, like they create their visuals, like it just be so innovative that it does what it does. Hair could also be, I keep on mentioning that hair with this person, so it could be the length of the hair, it could be the ways that they style the hair, it might even be like a natural hair like revolution. Mind you, the natural hair movement has been going on for like a decade at this point, but it's like I said before that like a lot of the black women celebrities who are in the forefront, they don't necessarily associate with their natural hair as much, so it might be the fact that this person is a very natural looking girl and they do what they do, like she's without wigs or weaves, or she's wearing them in a very innovative new way. This might even be somebody who has different hairstyles that she I'll say essentially creates or popularizes. Like I said before, like faux locks, they didn't, like the concept of wearing fake dreadlocks is not necessarily a new thing, but like the way that we know it is still a new hairstyle. So there's always space for improvement, and innovation is always happening. Um, but one thing I want to say about this person's beauty is I also feel like I've probably said this before too, they're referenced a lot, like the way that, like, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Rihanna, they get referenced a lot in other people's music. I feel like this is somebody who's always, like, they're looked at the epitome of beauty like that. I feel like this person is that same way. This person might even be somebody who they have a tendency to seduce people or make them fall in love. I'm actually thinking about that one video of Janae Aiko where she was talking to a reporter and the reporter started stuttering really, really badly.
So, yeah.
I mean, what is, I'm sorry. What do you feel in?
So they can be known to, like, some, not even like Medusa, because Medusa is kind of a negative like association, like she petrifies people. I feel like this person can make people can notice that this person's friends and the people around them are very enamored with them or they're in love with them. Um, I think that the biggest notable part about this person's beauty is, and I've, like, all this is things I've said before in different videos. They will be in spaces, especially if this is a black person, they're in spaces where it's like they should not be. I don't want to say they shouldn't be considered beautiful because everybody knows that beauty is subjective, but it's like, you go to a Asian country, at the end of the day, you might be a beautiful person, but they still like their women, or they still have a beauty standard of like being super fair or being super skinny. But this person is going to places like that and they're like, I want some chocolate. Mind you, I don't even like using food descriptors for black people. Like, I don't really believe in that, but I think that's the span of this person's beauty. Like, they're going to places where they are so against the beauty standard and redefining this in places where they're not, like, it's like, for example, in places like Asia, like, especially because those are such homogenous societies. It's not even like the West where you have a lot of diversity. There's literally so homogenous because the majority, like, it's a lot of those countries is like 90% everybody's one ethnicity, everybody is the same, from the same place, at the same upbringing or the same socialization. So to go to places like this and be able to have those kinds of impacts is a lot. But even like in Western places, like, don't get me wrong, the West is diverse, but like whiteness is still the standard. To really be able to dismount that, I think it says a lot about this person. Oh, someone also asked about like their like records that she would break, so we're gonna get into that. But like I said, the hair is significant. So this person could have a hair empire, or I'm more talking about the way that she adorns her hair, or the hair jewelry could be significant, like starting trends with that. It's just something about the hair. I also keep getting small, like thinner, cute little button lips. Like that always comes through. Possibly thin or very nicely structured, like shaven eyebrows could be significant. There might even be, like, for example, in the 90s, like the thin brow was a 90s thing. I feel like there might even be beauty trends that this person starts. So it's like if she wears certain jewelry in her hair, people wear it like that. That might be why she's able to dominate certain things. Like, people are just copying this person so much. Like, she's referenced so much in beauty around the world. I want to wear my hair like her. I want my hair to be shiny, or wear jewelry like her. Or, I want to wear certain hairstyles. Oh my God, I can only think about the hairstyles that non-black people will be wearing. I said that before in the video too, where it's like, you white and you wear the lace front, weird, but okay. But like, you white and you got micro locks, that's too specific. Like, that's too specific. Um, but this is absolutely a black person. This is absolutely a fully black person. Even if there was some mixed ancestry down the way, even if to some people this person might look racially ambiguous, this is a fully black person who people are like sweating over. Like I also said that her lover, like the way that he reveres her, it might even be some of the ways that he depicts her in his visuals, or I said before, the way that he talks about her could be, very innovative, or like set a tone or precedent that people have never seen before. Like, trust me, you've seen couples projects before, but you've never seen no man love a woman in the public the way that this person is. Like, everything that I do is about this person. Everything I do, like in my songs, in my visuals, in my album ideas, and my thematics, is her. Like, she's definitely the topic of a lot of very innovative works, or the muse for a lot of innovative works. That could also be what it is, because it's not just she's beautiful and people recognize that. It's not just her beauty has impact. It's like, literally, this could be the kind of person who inspires art. I'm thinking about like Helen of Troy, where it's like you could literally bring a war with your beauty. I wonder if that is okay. I don't know if there's even like certain like political or like as a world movements that happen on behalf of this person. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a theory like that, but like certain things that this person does that it devolves into like greater world movements or political turmoil. Even like it's like it's about her, it's about that girl, it's about what she says, it's about what she does that shifts the world. um in terms of, let's talk about style and personality. This person might be somebody who off, like when you first meet them, they seem a little bit stoic or they will be a little bit boring. People who know them might call them a little bit boring. The word role play is coming through. I wonder if this person kind of looks I'll never forget. I had one coworker who came up to me one time years ago. I worked in like this warehouse. We're not even gonna get into it. But I worked in this warehouse, right? And I had this coworker, like some of the people in there were just so like they were just like the type of people you would see working in the warehouse. Like I don't know, like not when I say that, that's not even about like money or like not even about like class or anything. It's just like sometimes you know how you ever heard somebody talk about it wasn't Amazon, but you ever heard somebody talk about Amazon, like people, it's like grown ass people, but it's a big ass high school. Like it's people who are just low key like mentally not even like stupid or slow, but just mentally stunted. Like they don't process things like an adult, even though they're grown as hell. But I don't know what it is about those kinds of places that just regresses the human mind. But one of my coworkers, she came up to me, and mind you, this girl is like 30, and she came up to me and she was like, and I was like, what, like what? And she was like, do you cosplay? And I was like, no, no, like so people might even feel like this person has a style where people might feel like it comes from a specific culture or they're referencing certain things. What's interesting is like I did not cosplay, right? But at the time, like I'm still very into anime. But at the time I was watching Paradise Kiss, so I feel like my looks at that time were very like I don't know, like oh no, I wasn't into Paradise Kiss, but I was like very inspired by like the short bangs and stuff like that. So I think that she just saw my some of my accessories and just thought it was very Asian looking or like anime looking, and she was like, "Do you cosplay?" I said, "Hell no." But yeah, I feel like people, if they had to describe this person's personality, especially off rip, they might think that this person's very standoffish or like boring. People might have even seen this person as like get upset or get angry. Like people might know that this, I don't know, I just feel like people who know this person probably would not describe their personality very positively. Like I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like she's like a raging bitch, but I feel like this person, people have definitely seen this person get angry or be upset with people. um People might even feel like this person's smart at the mouth. I'm thinking about Kenya Moore. Like I want to say like shade assassin. Like people might feel like this person is light on their feet when it comes to giving people responses. People could talk about how this person is very religious or spiritual, or like spirit guides them a lot. So I definitely see this person checking in with God a lot, or like just divination could be big in this person's life. And this might be the kind of person who can divine with anything, or they might be the kind of person who will divine anywhere. Like I don't know. I just feel like this person could be in a church with their tarot cards. Like I'll do a reading right here, right now. Um, I'm thinking about me being in the car. Like literally, it would be anywhere, busting out the cars. Like let me just see something. Um, this person might even I wonder if the partner could be also quite religious or spiritual, or there's something spiritual about this person and their title. Like I was gonna say, do they have like a spiritual name? I'm actually thinking about fucking Shally Poppy. Like you know, his real name is Crown. Like who? It's tough. Don't even get me wrong. Don't even get it twisted. That's a beautiful name, but it could be something about this person's title that's quite significant. So I don't know if this person is like a pastor, or like I said, they have a very spiritual name or something like that. Like the word soul is coming through to me. Um, I'm always talking about a ram or like Aries energy with this person, so that could be significant as well. Anything else about this personality? This person might also be the kind of person where they might take a lot of warming up to be kind of fun or nice. Like I don't think that this is the kind of person where like I'm not gonna lie, maybe you know, like some people, it only takes a couple of times to hang out with them to get a feel of their personality or understand how like sweet they are. I'm bouncing up and down because I gotta piss so bad, and I've been bouncing for like 15 minutes. If I look crazy, then I just look crazy. Anyways, um this person, I definitely feel like this is the kind of person where you could low-key know them for like 6 months and you only get to know their personality or see the real side of them at 6 months. This might even be the way this person will socialize. So maybe they're kind of forced to be kind of introverted, or maybe they have a lot of trauma around friends or things like that. I feel like this is someone who looks very creative and cool on the outside, but they're very hard to get to know or to get into. This person is very, very private. They don't say much. Um, I don't know if there are a lot of people who have a crush on this person, or people can know this person as somebody who has few words and maybe that's attractive to people, or like a lot of people have a crush on them, but like they don't talk to anybody. Like, what do you even falling? You know what I'm trying to say? What are you even falling in love with? People, like I said, people can feel like this person is gorgeous, but like, and they have a lot of suitors who want to talk to them, but they don't talk to anybody. Um, this person could be very warm though. Like when you get to know her, I feel like she's very warm. I feel like she's very kind of childish or tapped into that childlike side, and the kind of side that reflects on the way that she dresses. Um, like this person could have a beautiful personality, and this could be like a very loyal or reliable friend. This could be somebody who like people know is always making them laugh, or always having fun, or always enriching them. This is the kind of person, if you went on a vacation with her, you would have a great old time. Like y'all will stay. Like this is the kind of person who maybe she could be good at planning or setting things up. So like she would have you in an amazing, super nice place while you're on vacation, and she's always down to drink. She's always down to go out. Like this is the kind of person who could party super hard, but they work super hard. It's like they're serious about their life, they're serious about what they want to do in their career, but like when it's time to play, they play as hard as they work, if not harder. I just feel like this is someone who has their shit together, and so they're not afraid to be stoic or just be like, I didn't like that, you know what I'm trying to say, or just say, I don't like you, this is not my space. Like this might even be somebody who kind of looks through people very easily, so they're like, you know what, this space, it doesn't make any sense, or it's not conducive, or wouldn't benefit me to show my personality here, so I'm not going to. Like, yeah, this could be that kind of where the discernment is just on 1,000. Like, y'all are not my friends. I can't trust you. It doesn't benefit me to be bubbly here. So, like, I'm just not going to do that. Her style, she could be very sexy. I've said before that this is someone who doesn't necessarily seem like they're selling sex, but they could still be very sexy. So this could be somebody who the word mysterious and seductive are coming through. They could sell their sweetness though. Like they could be known as a very kind person. Thinking about fortune or fortunettes. So they might be somebody who loves to give to the poor, or they're, always helping people out. People could feel like this person is kind of like a saint or like an angel on earth. That could be significant, like they're blessing people, and this could be somebody who's giving people like monetary blessings, like they just donate a bunch of money. This could be somebody who, if you were hungry, if you're going hungry, this is somebody who would go and buy you food and wouldn't ask you, would just give you the food. This could also be someone who believes in liberation. I'm thinking about Luffy from One Piece, so they could set a lot of people free, whether this is with money or saying like you don't have to stay with this abuser anymore, or for example, this could also be someone who's very loving and caring to queer people, or just people in love who are in, being persecuted for their love, but I'm assuming this is queer people. This could be somebody who just feels like if your heart is in a good place, I don't care who and what you do and where you're from or whatever. I don't feel like this person is judgmental. I feel like they're actually quite understanding, maybe even of people who, a lot of people dislike or see as enemies or see as inherently evil. This person could help rectify the images of a couple of people. I'm thinking of something very specific. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this person is someone who might play devil's advocate a little bit too much for people who don't necessarily deserve retribution or forgiveness, but I do think that this person is definitely willing to rewrite the way that people view others. Like they're ready to liberate people, especially people who have been wrongly persecuted or they feel like people go too hard on. And this might be somebody who's not afraid to say the truth or speak up. This might be someone who's quite blunt and quite honest. Like, if everybody was like, no, the food was good, this person could be like, girl, that shit was nasty as fuck. Who mama made that? Like, not afraid to get somebody out the way. This also might be somebody who, how I was just talking about, like a conspiracy theory where it's like this person's doing could lead to a bigger world event. I feel like this is the kind of person where she might even criticize the government or certain kinds of governments and then actually do something to kind of, I don't want to say overthrow a regime, because like staging a coup was crazy, but I can definitely see this person having some level of political power, whether it's just like if she tell people to vote, they're gonna go vote, or like no one is being honest about, like, let's say for example the presidency, like this is exactly what it is. This person might just be like, no one else is saying it, I'm gonna say it, he's a weirdo, and people are like, no, he's a weirdo. What did I say in my other video about Vince Staples, where he was like, no, that R. Kelly shit was weird, and then they really got R. Kelly out of here. So she could definitely be that kind of person where it's like, no, we probably need to do something about this dead ass right now. And people are like, yeah, you're right, Queen. You're right. You're the Queen of Swords. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like this is a kind person, but I feel like the large percentage of people will see this person as mean or abrasive, because like, even I don't feel like it's an action. Like, I feel like she's a very kind person, but like the way that you see her and the way that she's kind of willing to cut the bullshit, I think is very off-putting to a lot of people who, like, they want the pleasantries. Like, some people, they don't want to take the truth if you don't say it in the most nicest way. And it's like, I don't believe in that. a broken clock is right twice a day. You can get good advice from people who hate your fucking guts because they see things and they point out things about you that you might be oblivious to or you don't want to hear. Like, this is the kind of person where it's like they might not tell you it in a way that you want to hear it, but they gave you the truth, and not everybody will receive that. Like, there are a lot of people who, if they don't like the way you said it, I can't take it, and that's just not the way to live. Obviously, you should never be cruel with the truth, but you can learn a lot from the truth that you don't want to hear. You know, you can learn a lot. I'll never forget. I don't know. I'm telling the story. I was in ninth grade and I used to draw my eyebrows. The technique has always been beautiful, but they were too dark. They were like black because I was just thinking my hair is black, so I might as well. And then I had a classmate, the nasty bitch was a Virgo, and she was like, "What is wrong with your eyebrows?" Never did my eyebrows that dark again. I always say I'm beautiful. Well, my eyebrows could be cuter. They're red, but they're faded right now. It's hell on earth to keep up with color eyebrows. But my eyebrows, the shape is always beautiful. It's just the color and stuff that be off. But like, imagine if I never took that and I was like, oh, she's just a hater, and I just kept walking around with sharpie eyebrows. It would have been a hot mess. Like, sometimes you need the hard advice. Of course, you wanted to be told to you nicely, but it's like, would you rather have not heard it at all and just be walking around looking a mess? Exactly. um let's talk about some of the records that this person might break or some of the highs of their career. And then, like I said, I think I'm going to, you know what? Maybe let's just keep on going. Maybe I'll just separate it into two videos. We'll see. Oh, wow. Um, some of the records and, some of the records that this person will break are the heights of their career. No, I'm gonna stop this here. Any additional messages about beauty, about style, about personality, just about how this person looks and how they move through the world and how people perceive them on just like a personal level, not career, but their personal level. I don't know. I just feel like this people. I'm thinking about Parade by NCT 127. I feel like people, above all, people think that this is a sober person. She's kind when she needs to be, but she's also not afraid to be a bitch. And you want that. I'm telling you, you want somebody who can keep it, who's kind, but who can keep it real. There's no point in being nice if when you need to put your foot down, you can't, and people walk all over you. People see this somebody as they see this as somebody. This might even be a woman who people see as quite masculine. People see her as somebody who is not afraid to be real and stand on business. You know, like, she's not afraid. Like, you gonna call me mean? You can't call me, call me what you want, but you can't call me broke. Okay. Like, every single sacrifice, every single little bit of dislikability that this person has, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm gonna stop this video here and then I'm gonna do the second one for you guys.